Lorrie here on Vancouver Island, sitting out in my favorite spot in the whole wide world, which is my garden, and relaxing. A different spot today. I don't like it as much because over there is a bit of an eyesore that the park owns, and it's kind of a ramshackle plyboard, and you know, half of the siding is missing and the door is kind of crooked on its hinge, and there's a tarp over the top of it, and some plastic, it looks like, over in one of the corners, kind of holding it together. I don't know if it's holding it together or just covering the roof to keep it. Anyway, it's pretty hideous. This is a trick or a tip that I got from Wayne down on Homestead Oss, one of the Shed Wars members from the Southern Hemisphere, who talked about how to get your celery to actually stand up. You could take a piece of newsprint, fold it about the size that you want it, and this is my Tango tall celery, so I want it to grow up nice and straight and even. So, and then you just take and wrap this around here. A little bit. Stand it up. Oh. And then I've got some garden twine and a pair of old scissors. And I'm going to tie this into a little knot. Ooh. Maybe I'll even put a little bow on it. It doesn't have to be fancy. There. And now that will coax my celery to grow up. And now I never did see if he did an update to this video to see whether or not, as the celery got bigger, if he used wider pieces to get it to keep standing up. So I will let you know. And Wayne, thanks for the tip. It's all about the learning, right? Now I know for sure that that is my Tango celery. However, over on this bed, I planted 4 plants, 3 of which are celeriac, and 1 is celery. And my tags have been moved, and I'm not 100% sure which one is which. Now, I don't know if you can see the variation in color here, but this one up in the top right corner here, this one is quite a deeper green than these ones here. So I am going to make the assumption that this is my celery because it's the same color as the other one over there, and that these 3 are my celeriac. So that's what I think. Now, I've never grown celeriac or celery before, so I don't really know what I should expect. I don't know. A celeriac, a bulb? Should I thin this out? This is, like, I've got several down in here, right? Should I thin this out? Who knows? Somebody has to tell me. And then, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is my celery. So I'm going to come in here with another one of those newspaper cones and put that around that. And, yeah, we'll go from there. So I thought this little guy was going to be done for, but look at this. Look at all those new flowers and all that new growth on here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off all of these damaged leaves with a pair of scissors. And I have one break here, right here, where the branch is broken. And I'm going to cut that off. It's gotten too heavy for it. And we're going to see if it comes back, because like it's flowering like crazy again. And I think it's going to put out a whole other batch of ground cherries for me, which is super exciting. So yeah, I'll show you when I finish trimming it back, and then we'll watch and see what happens with it. I'll put it into one of my videos, and look, I'm getting garlic scapes. Somebody told me the other day she made pesto with garlic scapes. How long do I let them get before they start affecting my bulb? Does anyone know? Because I know that you don't want to leave them, and then somebody else was pulling them out. That doesn't want to pull out very easily, so I'll have to hunt down that video again too. I wish I knew more about what I was doing. So what I learned about growing radishes in my zone, zone 8B, is that in the springtime, it gets too warm too quickly to grow anything that's not a 30-day radish. Apparently, radishes are super sensitive to heat, and we get some really, really warm spring days in April and May, and it's too much for the radishes. So my 30-day radishes did great. Everything else, my 40-day and my 60-day, they bolted. So what I have learned is to try planting my radishes in the fall. That's my tip.